All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Set. 19. Number 53. Mike 53. Double dog. Double dog.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check pass, check pass. 54. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On second and 9, Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 31.
On second down, Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Complete, he finds Bray. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bucks.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Switch.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
29 is the ball. Pick your game up. 29 is the ball.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Not today. Kill.
Out of the gun, Watson steps away to his left. On the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got some space here. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 27 Andrews. 27. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
53's the mark. 53, 59. You don't say. Hey, you don't want to see me.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Cooper's got it. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, off the draw. Here's Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 44, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Watson now to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Texans on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The lone receiver right is Cooper. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Amari Cooper there to make the grab, and the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when everything.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep left side. And got his man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will stop him short They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First down, Colts.
On first down, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come get some. Come get some.
On play action, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
To throw is Brissett. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Under leg. Under crunch.
On first down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They run with Hines, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm here.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Wide, get wide. 54.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the red zone now, Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. 1 quarter remains. games here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go.
Now it's Hines. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Brissett on 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
53, check 53.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
It's a foot race. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Hines. Give him 16 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Hines. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be run, kneel, and then handshakes. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Brissett. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.